30 years, hey? That's
right?
What did that look like at the beginning? Because I can't imagine it would be similar. Diversity and workplace culture was not really a focus of these kind of organizations back then,
Yeah.
was it?
Well, I came out of a boutique firm. I was heading up their diversity, equity, and inclusion practice, D&I at the time. Remember, it was first called race relations, then it was called diversity, then it was moved to diversity and inclusion. It was diversity, equity, inclusion, and there's been lots of permutations, cultural diversity. So it's always changing and always evolving, but the work is the same. Most human beings can barely manage people like themselves, let alone people that are different. So, I do a lot of supervisory training, a lot of management training. Remember, there are biases that we know we have. Oh, I don't like blanks. But then there are biases we don't know we have, unconscious bias. So I did a lot of work early on in the raw early days of DE&I. And I was one of the first DE&I trainers on the internet. So I got a lot of business on my boat, my houseboat in the Inner Harbor. I got a lot of business. But when I left the boutique firm, a lot of my clients came with me. So Ryland Homes, NASA, Allied Signal Aerospace, Hewlett Packard, Black and Decker. They were all clients that came with me. So, and because I lived on a boat, my overhead was very low. So I could really reinvest that money in the firm. But it was a lot of training. And then I did harassment prevention training because my clients are like, "Are you good at this? Can you focus on?" So yeah, I can do that. And then one day, one of my clients said, "We got one guy." I said, "One guy? We got one guy we want you to focus on. We want you to take your harassment training and just laser and burn it into him." I said, "One-on-one, same amount of time?" "Yeah." I said, "I can do that. What do we call it?" And my client said, "You'll bill us and you'll call it executive coaching." And that's how I got into the coaching field, was just taking my training and focusing it on one person.